Sir, you can hide the bottom one by clicking on stylus in the laptop. Not here,
Okay.
on top here. Yeah, fine, perfect.
Yeah, hi everyone. So, welcome to the practice session on general aptitude. Okay, so this class is going to be on general aptitude, and today I'm going to discuss some of the question. Okay, which has already been asked in the GATE examination in GATE 2020. Okay, and this question was these questions were asked in aerospace engineering and other engineering branches. Okay, so I will be discussing these. There are 10 questions. Okay. So this is about me. Okay. So my name is Dheeraj Kumar Misra. Okay. And I'm taking VLSI design, and I'm having nearly 7 plus of uh, year of experiences. And I teach general aptitude and engineering mathematics and some of the core subject of electronics and communication branch. Okay, so this is all about me. And coming to the session, today's session is gonna be on GATE 2020 general aptitude questions. Okay, including English as well. So today we are going to discuss some of the questions, which are related to English as well. So in GATE 2020, it was around 10 question. Okay, and we have to see. We have to score 15 marks, you can say. Okay, so let us start the very first question. Okay, so you can also answer at the same time. As you can see, the question, the very first question is on your screen, right? Uh, the untimely loss of life in a cause of serious global concern. Okay, so this question was from English. Okay, and you have to choose these options given, right? So loss of life is a cause of serious global concern as thousands of people get killed. Okay, dash accident every year, while many other die dash diseases like cardiovascular disease and cancer and etc. Right. So we have to choose these four choices are there. So most of the students, they skip these kind of a question. Okay, but these kind of questions are very easy. So you can try this question and let me know the answer in the chat box and in the comment box as well. Okay, so you can answer this question, right? So, we have these choices like in option A, there is in and off, okay? And you have to choose these words, okay, which is going to be fitting in these in blanks, okay? Yeah. So you can take the very first here. If you read this again, okay. So thousands of people get killed, okay. So there is an option like in and off, okay, or from or off, okay, during and from and from and from. So can somebody answer the question here? Uh, yeah, which is going to be fitting in the fill in the blank. Yeah. So anyone can answer. Let me check the yes. So option A is going to be correct. Yes. Okay, great. So here, if you write in, okay, in, okay. So you read here now, the thousands of people get killed in accident every year, okay, while many other die of diseases like cardiovascular disease, cancer, and disease. So this question directly can be done. Okay, here there is no any other concept, right? So if you think that many people might attack on this option as well, like get killed during accident every year, right? Okay, so during is you can understand. Okay, during will not be used here, right? So basically, people get killed in accident, not during accident. Okay, and this is also wrong. Okay, from accident, it is straight away wrong. Okay, you are getting accident from car or from truck or anything, right? But accident is not the object here, right? So you should not use from or during and from. Okay, these kind of words. So option A is going to be correct answer. Okay, so please choose the option A. Okay, this is very easy, and you can get, I think, in 10 to 20 seconds, you can answer this question just by reading it. Okay. Okay. Yes. Next, let us go for second question. Okay, this was a second question, and this was asked in gate 2020. Okay, so again you can see. Let us read the question first. He was not only accused of theft. Okay, so these kind of words we always use being an engineer while talking with somebody or while writing anything. He was not only, right. So you see here, not only is there. Okay, so we know that not only, yeah. So I think Satish and Rohit has answered already, right? So not only always, goes in the pair, right? Not only with, you can say, but also. Okay. So this is very easy question. Anybody can answer this kind of question. Okay. So these kind of pair always exist. Okay. So please keep in mind. And these kind of pairs are known as, you can say, correlative conjunction. Okay. These kind of pairs. Okay. So they are used in pair always, right? They are used in pair. Okay, so in fact, this question will not take more than 2 seconds to answer, right? So just you have to spend time on clicking the options, right? Okay. So they are used in pair, and they are also known as what? The correlative conjunction. Okay. Correlative conjunctions. Okay. So there are other words as well. So these are the conjunctions. Okay. They will connect two balance clauses. Okay. Clauses, you can say, or phrases or words, right? So, like if there is only and there is a but, okay, neither nor, okay, you might have heard about neither nor as well, right? So, suppose you will find somewhere in the question neither nor, right? So, neither and nor goes in pair, right? So, this was very easy question. So, I think choice B is going to be the correct options. Yeah, many students have answered also correctly. Rohit and yeah, Satish. Let us move to the next question. So this was a question here. Now this question was asked based on analogy. You see here, select the word that fits the analogy, right? So analogy means you have to find the similarity, right? It is not the ratio, okay? So you see here, this kind of question we can expect each year. In fact, A is to B is given as C is to D, right? So don't take it like a ratio, okay? Analogy means, yeah. So Rohit has answered in, I think, in second, right? So explicit is to implicit. Okay, we have to find here the which option suits better for express. Okay, according to the first word relation, right? So you see here, explicit is related with implicit. Okay, therefore express will be related with what? So you see here, the option A is impress, option B is repress. See, while reading the question, you can immediately guess that whether you are able to solve this question or not. If you're not able to solve this kind of question, you can skip, okay? Because this is not going to harm your score, right? This is for 1 mark, right? And if you don't know the meaning, right? So but still you can try this, right? So uh, from the first part of analogy you see here, okay, there are two words, okay, which are opposite. in nature. You see explicit and implicit. In fact, in mathematics, we have studied explicit function and implicit function, right? So, or we always talk about implicitly or explicitly, right? Okay. So, yeah. So explicit is an antonym of, you can say, what is the relation between the two? They are antonym of each other. Okay. So express should also be, you have to find some word which is going to be the opposite of express. Okay. So yeah. So what is the meaning of explicit? If you want to reveal something explicitly, okay, without hiding anything, right, you can say, or any kind of implication, right, so that there should not be any question, right, or implicit, okay. So yeah, so express means what? If you want to express your opinion, right, we always use this kind of a word. Yeah. And if some express, and if somebody is going to prevent, okay, prevent you to express your opinion, right, so this is not the right options. You can immediately eliminate this kind of options, and you can also eliminate this suppress. Okay, impress is also not the correct. Okay, so which option is going to be correct here? Yeah, so repress will be the correct choice for all. Okay, so I think Rohit has given, yeah, Rohit has given which option? Okay. So guys, you have to choose the choice B is the correct option, because you have to find the antonym of express. Okay. So choice B is going to be correct. So this kind of a question, suppose you have a doubt. Okay. So don't waste your time. Just, what is the meaning of repress? Repress means to prevent the natural or normal expressions, right? Or activity or any kind of, okay. So you have to keep this in mind. And compress, everybody knows what is the meaning of compress, or you know. So B is going to be the right choice for. Okay, next. Let us again try this question. This question was again from the English. Okay, so this was a passage given, and you have to understand this passage. So the Canadian Constitution requires, equal importance to be given to English and French, right? Okay, so read the question first, okay, and you have to also find, you have to choose these choices, okay, whenever this kind of a question will be given, right? RC kind of question, reading comprehension questions, right? So what you have to do here is, you have to always answer. You have to always answer this kind of question according to the author, okay, according to author, okay, because this passage was not written by you. Okay, this passage was written by somebody, and they want your answer according to this passage, not according to you, right? So whatever options you read here, first of all, you can read the options first, okay, before you read this passage. So you can read the option here: the in flight announcement being made in English, okay, the English announcement being clearer than the French once, right? So this is that straight away you can eliminate this kind of options, because they are talking about, you, like they have given so that you should express your opinion here, right? So the English announcement being clearer, okay, than the French one, okay, and yeah, the English announcement being longer than the French ones, okay. Equal importance being given to English and French, okay. So this option also you can straight away eliminate, okay. So can somebody tell me which option is going to be correct here? Yes, option A. People are saying option A, okay. So let us read. Yeah. So these two options are already eliminated because these are the facts, okay, according to us, okay. Let us read the passage now. Okay, so this option is also, we have to see whether it can be eliminated or not, and this option. Okay, so yeah, there is no partiality in A and C. So let us read the passage now. The Canadian Constitution requires that equal importance be given to English and French. Okay, yes, Rohit is giving C option. So I think, yeah. So let us see whether C is correct or not. I think C is going to be the correct choice for us, right? Okay. So yeah, last year Air Canada, okay, lost a lawsuit and had to pay six-figure fined to a French speaking couple after they filed complaint about formal in fight announcement in English lasting 15 seconds, okay, as opposed to informal 5-second message to the in French, okay. So I think you should be able to now guess which option is going to be correct, okay. The French speaking couple were upset at, see, they have made announcement, okay, in English for longer, right, longer than the French. You see here, 5 seconds was for French, okay, informal, and 15. Okay, so you see here, uh, the in-flight announcement may being made in English is this is also wrong. Okay, so only choice left here is C, right? So the English announcement being longer than the French one. Okay, so choice C is going to be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so also I would like to tell here some of the important concept related to this. Whenever this kind of question you face, all in future gate exam in gate 2023, so you have to follow. Suppose they are asking inferences, right? Inferences. Okay. Suppose the passage is given and you have to find the inferences, right? And four options are given. So never answer, never pick up any choice according to your thought process. Okay, this is very, very important. And you have to also find, as we are engineers, we can find whether the message, whether the passage is talking about positive or negative, right? Okay. So if passage is talking about positive, right? So you have to choose positive choice, okay? And if passage is talking about negative, okay? So you can choose, and so this is we call it tone, right? Tone. So you have to understand the tone of the passage, okay? Then quality, okay? Quality of a passes, and the quantity as well, right? Quantity means some of the special words will be there, so those words you can highlight. So I think these kind of question you can do in 1 minute at least, okay. So despite you don't know the meaning of the sentence, you don't know, you are not rich in vocabulary, but still you can answer this kind of question, right? So use this concept that is known as TQQ. Okay. See, the previous question, this question, how easily we have done, right? So when you solve this kind of question, first of all, read the option. Okay. Read the option. Okay. Then get back to passes. Get back to passes. Okay, and read the passage. And I think while reading the option, you can eliminate some of the options. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now there were four questions. They were from English, right? Now let us take the very first question from you know the general aptitude, and this question is, let us read the question. A super additive function, okay, satisfies the following property. Okay, so this is given here. The function x1 plus x2, okay, the function x1 plus x2 is greater than or equal to. So this is the inequality sign they have given, which is you can say the slack inequality, right? Slack. Slack means greater than or equal, and so which of the following function is the super active function for x greater than 1. So I think by looking at these four options, you can immediately eliminate these options, right? Okay, these options you can immediately eliminate. Yeah, so can somebody answer this question? Yes, guys. So I'm waiting for your answer. Yeah. So what you can do here is you can eliminate some of the options. So this is one of the great strategy, while solving, while attempting gate examination, you can eliminate first of all options, then you can try your, you can apply your methods, right? So you see here, as we know that e raised to power x is there, right? The very first. Okay, so this kind of question you can do from option. Okay, so first take first option, right? And then take second option. Okay, so what you can do here is you can take f of x equal to e raised to power x. Okay, so what you can do here is f of x equal to e raised to power x, right? So you can now replace this x with the help of x1 plus x2, right? So you can write here x1 plus x2. Okay, so just I'm going to do this in the next slide. Okay, so I hope by the time you guys are able to get the answer. So suppose f of x is e raised to power x. I'm taking option number one first. Okay, so because 2 and 3 already got eliminated. So here you can see you can find x1 plus x2, okay, which is e raised to power x1 plus x2. Okay, so you can write this as what, e raised to power x1 plus x2. Okay, so what you can do here is you can choose some value, you can choose some value here, right? And put you can choose the value of x1 and x2, right? So let me take some of the value of x1 and x2 here and see whether it is correct or not, right? So suppose x1 equal to I'm choosing here is 2 and x2 equal to 4, right? So you can calculate now. So what is x1 plus x2? X1 plus x2 is 6, right? So e raised to power 6, okay? So using calculator, you can immediately calculate. This is coming out to be 403.42, right? Okay, and you can also find e raised to power x1 and e raised to power x2, because according to the question, f x1 plus x2 should be greater than f x1 plus f x2. Okay, so now if you find e raised to power 2, okay, e raised to power 2 is going to be what? E raised to power 2, right? You can find out e raised to power 2 and e raised to power 4, right? So if you add them, right, if you add them, e raised to power 2 plus e raised to power 4, okay, certainly this number, e raised to power 6 will be greater than, okay, e raised to power 2 plus e raised to power 4, right? So this is the question, okay. This is going to be the option which is correct, okay. You see here, so this option can be correct. I think many of you might have chosen the very first, okay. Yeah, so Rohit, have you understood? And Abhishek, so see here, if you try for this also, you can put the value here, right? So e raised to power minus 2, okay, and e raised to power minus 4, okay. You can find e raised to power this, you can add them, and also you can choose e raised to power minus 6. I think it is going to be very less, okay, and that will not satisfy the super additive function property, okay. So this is not correct, okay. So option A is going to be the correct, okay. So I think this question you can do just by going through option to question route, okay. Just consider first option, okay, and solve this, okay. So this question can be done around in 40 seconds, right? Next, let us talk about this question, okay. So the global financial crisis in 2008. Okay, so again this question is from English, okay. So you see, English weightage is huge, right? So if you're going to skip English part, so you might lose six marks around, or 5 to 6. Okay, so there are total marks is 15, right? So the global financial crisis in 2008 is considered to be the most serious worldwide financial crisis. Okay, so needless to read the passage first. Okay, so I'm just sharing my strategy. Okay, the way I'm going to approach to this problem, right? So which of the following sequences shows the correct precedence as per the given passage? Okay, so let us read the option first. Okay, yeah. So anybody can answer this question? Yes. Okay, so let us read the option. So here option A is what? So you have to find the correct sequence, right? So East Asian crisis, first East Asian crisis, then subprime lending crisis, then banking crisis, then global financial crisis. Okay, subprime. So this passage is talking about negative thing only, right? Because this word is there. Okay, crisis, subprime lending. Okay, so you have to see which one comes first and which one comes later. Okay, what kind of crisis? So let us read the question. Okay, the global financial crisis in 2008 is considered to be the most serious worldwide financial crisis. Okay, understood. So global financial crisis in 2008 it happened, right? Okay, so we have to find the precedent order on the basis of time. Okay, the event that happened first, okay, will be the leftmost side. Okay, the first event which is going to be happening, that should be the leftmost side. Okay, so let us see. Yeah. So in 2008, okay, global financial crisis happened, and then which started with the subprime lending crisis in 2007. So 2007 comes first, okay, then 2008, yeah. The subprime banking, okay, so you see here, if global financial crisis is in the first, okay, so that option is not going to be correct, okay, that option will not be correct, okay, so this option is not going to be correct, okay. So you see here, global financial crisis is not, because there is, you see, global financial crisis is written here first, okay, so this is not going to be the correct option, so you can eliminate immediately, okay. Now, second. Let us read the further. The subprime lending crisis led to banking crisis in 2008. So you have to see the time event, just like past, future, you know. With the collapse of Lehman Brothers in 2008, the subprime lending refers to the provision of the loan to those borrowers who may have difficulty in repaying the loans. Okay, and it arises because of the excess liquidity following the East crisis, Asian crisis. Okay, so the very first it should be what? Very first should be East Asian crisis. Okay, so when there is a East Asian crisis, okay, because of that, you see here the very first is this. Okay, so the first time event, first crisis happened is the East Asian crisis. Thereafter, subprime, and then banking, and then at the end, global financial crisis. So, how many of you understood this question? Yes. Yes, Abhishek. Yeah, option A is correct. Okay, the option choice A is correct. Okay, you see how I'm approaching to this question. I don't know the meaning of any sentence. Okay, only I know this crisis word. Okay, this crisis word I know. Okay, and yes, suppose you don't know anything, but still you can answer this kind of question, right? Just by following my strategy. Okay, so my strategy is what? Follow the option first, right? Read the option. Okay, first of all you have to read the option, right, and then come back to the question, right, and you can easily eliminate the option. Okay, so I think 2 mark question was there, right? This is 2 mark question, and we can easily obtain this. Okay, and it will take around you can say 40 to 50 seconds. And in fact, if you understood the Asian crisis is going to be happening first, then all choices are wrong. Okay. And in fact, okay, you see here this choice, and this choice is going to be eliminated immediately, right? Because you see, East Asian crisis is happening at the end, right? Okay. So I hope everybody understood. Okay, so you guys can reply in the chat. Yes. So can we go ahead in the next question? Yes. Okay. So please follow my technique, whatever technique I'm telling you for, a passage to solve. Right. Okay. So let us see this question. Okay. This question is from analytical aptitude. Okay. Analytical aptitude. And the topic is clock. Okay. This topic is very, very important. Remember, the clock. I think everybody knows the analog clock. Okay. Nowadays, many people prefer digital clock. Okay, but it's still analog is analog, right? So analog clock. The question was there. Okay, in 2020. The question is here. It is quarter past 3 in your watch. Okay, it is quarter past 3 in your watch. The angle between the hour hand and the minute hand. Okay, So I believe everybody is familiar with the clock, okay, the basic structure of the clock, okay. So in basic structure of the clock, if you see, there are three needles, or you can say there are three hands, okay. So if you draw the basic structure of the clock, okay, so there are three needles, right? So we go for like this. It is circular analog clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So there are three needles, okay, like hour hand, minute hand, second hands, okay. So these things are there, okay. So if you know the basic, you can solve this question, right? But still, you need not to. If you don't know the basic, if you know the simple formula, okay, one formula is there, that formula is used to solve this kind of question. So if you want to find the angle, okay, between the hour hand and the minute hand, so you can find the angle in 10 seconds, okay, if you know that formula. And that formula is very very popular, okay, a derived formula. So first of all, what is the time here? Can somebody tell me in the chat box, in the comment box? It is quarter past three. So what is the meaning of quarter past three? Anybody? Yeah. Rohit is saying 3:15. Yeah. So quarter past three means 3:15, right? Quarter past three means 3:15. Yes, correct. Quarter past three means 3:15. Yes. Okay. So remember this, quarter past three means 3:15. So here these three denotes R, that is H, you can say H, and this 15 denotes minute, right? So this is M. So here you can see the RH is given as 3 and M is given as 15. Okay. So you can use the formula. I'm just going to give you the formula and remember this formula for your exam so that you can solve this question in a second. So the theta can be calculated, that is the angle between our hand and the minute hand is the absolute value. Okay. Why I'm calling it absolute? 11, okay, by 11 by 2 m minus 30h, right? You can write this like this also, 30h minus 11 by 2 minute, right? So you can plug now h and m and you will get the answer quickly. Okay, so why we are calling it absolute? Because if you get the result negative, you have to take positive only, right? Okay, so theta is going to be 30 into h. H is 3 minus 11 by 2 into 15, right? So I believe everybody can solve this kind of question. Yeah, so which option is going to be correct, guys? Yes. So can somebody solve this question using online calculator? I think this option will not be correct. Okay, directly you can eliminate, and this is going to be 90 minus, yeah, 90 minus 11 into 15 by 2. Yeah. Yes. So can somebody solve this question? I mean, can somebody solve this equation here? Yes. So you will get around 90 minus 11 into 15 by 2. Okay, so what value you are getting here? Can somebody solve this? Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Yes. So you can use online calculators, right? So here 11 into 15, right? By 2 is going to be 82.5, right? So it is 82.5, and if you subtract this, so you're going to get 7.5 degree. Okay, so option B is going to be correct. Yes. Yes, very good, Abhishek. Yeah. So I believe, see, whenever I ask question, okay, please solve this. So you should have, you should use online calculator and answer this kind of question, right? Okay. Don't waste your time. Okay. So whenever this kind of question will be there, they will give you the time and they will find the angle between hour hand and the minute hand. So always use this formula. Okay. This formula. That formula says theta equal to 11 by 2 minute minus 30. Okay, here m is minute, h stands for r. Okay, chalo, let's go to next question, the question number 8. Yes, the question number 8 here is okay. So you can revise clock, okay, topic. There are various questions based on clock you can solve because we can expect one question from clock, right? So let us read the question. This question is from geometry, okay, and this kind of question we have covered in the classroom as well. So a circle with the center O, okay, because these are the hot topics, right? You can say these are the hot topics. Topics like inequality, geometry, clock, these kind of topics are hot. Spatial, aptitude. So you see here the circle with center O is shown in the figure. Okay, so one circle is there, right? A rectangle PQRS of a maximum possible area is inscribed in the circle. Okay, if the radius of the circle is a, okay, so they have already mentioned that the radius of the circle, so if you know the definition of the radius, what is the definition of the radius? The distance from the center to the boundary, okay, the point on a boundary, anywhere you can put anywhere this point, this r is going to be constant, okay, that is the radius, okay. So the distance between this center and the radius, okay, this is the, you can say, the radius here. And if you join these two diagonals, you see, if you join from here to here, so it is a also, right? So it becomes 2a. The diagonal of this rectangle is what? 2a. Diagonal of this rectangle is 2a, okay. So what you have to find here is you have to find the area of shaded portion, okay, this portion area you have to find. So I think natural algorithm is what, whenever you see this kind of a question, so you should be able to find the area how. So area of the circle, what is area of the circle? Area of the circle is pi r square minus the area of this rectangle, okay, area of this rectangle, rectangle. So if already we know what is the area of this circle, so area of this circle, if you take area of the circle and subtract this area of the rectangle, so you're going to get the area of the shaded portion, right? So I believe many of you might have got the answer. Yes, so can somebody answer this question? So pi a square is the first term, okay, which you will get minus, you have to find this, okay, because you don't know this side length for this rectangle, right? Okay, side length for this rectangle. Yes. Okay. So let us try to yeah, let us try to solve this question. Okay. So just I'm going to take this question here. Suppose this is a circle, right? And we know that what is area for rectangle? That is length into breadth. Okay. And if you want maximum area, okay, they have already mentioned the question. What they have mentioned? The maximum possible area means you have to take this side, okay. You see this side and this side. If you want to find the maximum, right? So this side should be same, x and x, okay. If you want maximum area from this rectangle, you need to find, you need to take this side x and this side x, okay. Both sides should be same here, right? All sides should be same, then only you can find the maximum area, right? Okay, if you join from here to here, so this is basically the 2a, okay, we know that this is 2a. Now as we can see, this is one triangle, okay, which is the 90-degree angle triangle, that is right angle triangle. So you know that what is the converse of right angle triangle? That is Pythagoras theorem. Yes. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem here and you can determine x. The moment you find x, you can find the area, because area is going to be, maximum area is going to be x square, right? So can we apply the Pythagoras theorem? Yes. So apply Pythagoras theorem here to obtain the maximum area. So by Pythagoras, okay, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so it is going to be giving you the hypotenuse square, that is 2a square equal to x square, okay, the square of these legs, right? X square plus x square, right? So here you will find this is 2 into 2 a square, which is 2x square. So I believe 1, 2 is going to be cancelling here. So x is going to be a root 2, right? Yes. You have got a root 2. Now the area of maximum area, you can say maximum area of, we call it rectangle here, but if you want to find the maximum area of this PQRS, so it should be like, you can say this should be the kind of a square, right? So maximum area is going to be what? Just multiply this a root 2 and a root 2. So a root 2 into a root 2, that is going to be giving you 2a square, right? So what is the required area? Yes, you see the option now. So this should be 2a square. So many of you might answer the option A as well, right? Which is wrong. Okay, and this is wrong. Okay, and I think choice C is going to be correct. Yes. So how many of you got this answer? Yes, tell me. How many of you got this answer? Yeah. So guys, always focus on these words like maximum possible area. So this kind of question you can expect in the gate examination. They might give you ellipse as well, right? Okay. They might give you ellipse and they might say, okay, you have to inscribe some rectangle here, okay, and find the maximum area, okay. So you should know the equation of ellipse and then you should go for mathematics, okay, how to maximize anything, dy by dx. We take first derivative, second derivative and all, right? So in the mathematics we can expect this kind of question. In aptitude, basic geometry, okay. So the required area is basically, right, required area is going to be pi a square minus 2a square, right? So area means product of two length, okay? Product of two length, yes. So can we go to next question? So I think this question seems very easy, and this kind of question we have discussed in the session as well. So ABC are real number, okay? ABC are real number, and this topic is again, you see, that is hot topic only, that is quadratic equation, okay, which you have studied in high schools, okay. The ax square minus bx plus c equal to 0 has equal roots. The moment you see equal roots, okay, that is my suggestion. The moment you see equal roots, you should directly recall what is the meaning of equal root. Can somebody tell me what is the meaning of equal root? I have been discussing this kind of a concept in the class. Yeah. So equal root means the discriminant is gonna be 0. Yes. Yeah. Equal root means what? Discriminant is gonna be 0. Yes. So what is discriminant, guys? Discriminant is what? This meeting is okay. Okay. So let us read here. So you see here, this is going to be the discriminant is going to be 0 once the roots are equal, right? So what is discriminant? B square minus 4ac equal to 0. Okay, so b square. Okay, so here the quadratic equation has the equal root, that is beta here, right? So roots are beta. Okay, so b square minus this is going to be 4ac, right? This should be equal. So this option is not going to be correct directly. Okay, and this option, okay, so you can find the roots. Okay, you can find the roots. What is the root here? The root you can find directly from this. X equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? So this is going to be 0, right? So from here that beta is going to be minus b by 2a, right? So now you can plug this. You can take any value here. So you want answer in terms of beta and okay. So what you can do here is you can plug this. Okay. So this is going to be yeah. So b square equal to 4ac. Now what you can do, beta equal to what? Minus 4ac, right? Yeah. So can somebody answer which option is going to be correct, guys? Yes. Which option will be correct here? Tell me. I'm just waiting in the in the chat box, or you can also comment your answer, right? So the moment you see equal roots are there, you can say directly what? You can say directly that the uh, yes, the quadratic equation, the discriminant is gonna be zero. Yes, and then yes. Which option is correct? I think option C should be correct. Okay, I have given here. The option C should be correct. Okay, so how it is correct? Tell me how it is going to be correct. Yes. Okay, so if you're going to use this kind of relation, right? You see here, you're not able to find any clue, right? You're not able to find any clue. Why? Because you see beta should be equal to minus b by 2a, so this option should not be correct. Okay, okay, and this option, you see here, this option should not be also correct, so option C should be correct. Okay, so how we are getting option C? Yeah, can somebody help me to get? Yes, anybody got the answer? So see, algorithm you have to think whenever there is the roots are okay, right? Roots are equal and real, right? So you have to think like that. Your roots are same, equal, right? So you should say x minus beta square, okay? X minus beta square, right? X minus beta square should be equal to 0, okay? This is the equation. This is the equation basically. So what you can do here is you can expand this. So this will be x square minus 2 beta x, okay, plus beta square equal to 0, right? Now you can compare what is the quadratic equation given ax square minus b, right? So that you can find the value of a and b. So this is ax square, okay, minus bx, right, plus c equal to 0, right? Okay, so these are the relations, right? Okay, so can you find what is the value of a? A is going to be, yes. So you see this relation. I think somebody is answering. Yeah, then substituting b square value. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So here you see, guys, this is correct. Okay. So x minus beta square equal to 0. Okay. When the roots are real and equal. Okay? So this is very basic thing which you have to revise. Okay, then only you can. Okay, so now you see here. Yes. So x square minus 2 beta x plus beta square equal to 0, right? Now what you can do here is, what you can do in this question, you see there is no, you have to just, you can multiply in first equation, right? What you can do here is you can multiply here, so ax square minus 2 beta x plus a beta square equal to 0, right? Now you can relate this, right? Because see, ax square, right? Okay, now can you tell me what is b? B is going to be, this is a here, so 2 beta a, right? And b is going to be 2 beta a, and c is going to be a beta square, right? Now what you can do, you can multiply this, so it will be bc equal to 2a square beta cube, right? So beta cube is going to be bc by 2a square, right? So this question, if you want to answer correctly, right? So you need to think like this, yeah. Okay. So the option C is going to be correct for this question, right? Okay. So this question, what you can do, needless to find this, okay, just eliminate these options, right? Beta equal to b by a, which is not going to be correct. This is not going to be correct, right? So choice C seems correct, right? But if you want to find, so what you can do, if any roots are same, right? There are two roots, okay, because this is quadratic equation, so two roots should be there, right? So you can relate this and you can find this quadratic equation, then compare with that. Okay, multiply with a. Okay, so ax square minus 2 beta ax plus a beta square, and this is going to be this. I believe now this question is okay, right? Can we move to the next question? Everybody understood this question, guys? Okay, so this question is based on DI, right? Data interpretation. So the following figure shows the data of student enrolled in 5 years from 2014 to 2018, right? So these are the bar graphs given, and having this blue color is for school and this yellow color seems like school Q, right? There are two schools, okay? For two schools P and Q during this period, the ratio of average number of students. See, whenever this kind of question is asked, you need to read the question correctly, okay, and carefully. Then decode what they are asking. The ratio of the average number of students enrolled in the school P. What you have to find? The ratio of enrolled student in P to the average of the difference of the number of students enrolled in P and Q, right? Okay, so you have to find the average of the difference, right? So find the difference, right? Average of the difference, okay? So here the difference of the average you have to put, right, in the ratio, right? Otherwise, many students what they do is they try to find P by Q. That is wrong, okay? So let's move to the options. So options given are 8 is to 23, 20 is to 8, okay, and 23 is to 31, okay. These are the okay. So can somebody try this question? Yes. By looking at this bar graph, okay, just find the average of P and average of Q as well, and find the ratio here. So the question here is what you have to find what the ratio of the average number of students enrolled in school P, right? So P is what? P is this, right? So you can find the average. So how many students are there in 2014 for P, right? I'm finding the average here. So 3 here, okay, 3 plus 5, okay, 3 plus 5 plus 5, okay, plus 6 plus 4. How many years are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can divide by 5. Yes. So P is going to be what? 13 here, or you can say 20, 23 by 5, right? So 23 should be in the numerator. That is for sure. So this option is not going to be correct, I believe. Yeah. This option will not be correct. This option will not be correct. Now the fight is between this. So many people go for C option, right? Why? Because if you calculate the average of Q, right? So average of Q is gonna be what? Average of Q, you see, 4 in 2014, 4, right? Plus then 7, then 8, then 7 again, and then again what is there? That is 5, right? So this kind of question you can do just by making good observation, right? So 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 by 5, right? So what is 7 plus 4? 11, okay. 11 plus 5 16 plus 7 23 plus 8 31, right, by 5. This is Q, average of Q, but you have to find the ratio of what? You have to find the ratio of what? P upon P minus Q, right? So P is 23 by 5 upon 23 by 5, okay. 1 minute, what is the question here? Yeah, average of the difference of the student enrolled in P and Q, right? Okay, so you have to find the difference, right? So what is the difference here, guys? So yeah, what is the difference of average between the two? That is 31 and 23. What is the difference? 8 is the difference, right? Okay, so you can say that option B is going to be correct here, right? Option B. So you can say here this is gonna be 8 by 5. So yeah, so always take the positive one, right? So this is 23 by 8. So correct answer for this question is 28 is to 8. 23 is to 8, okay? Yes, Lakhani. Yeah. Abhishek is also correct. Yes. So, guys, this was all about 10 questions, right? And these 10 questions you can do, you can do in 15 minutes, right? Not more than that. 15 minutes you should take for this kind of question because I think 15 marks can obtain. But yeah, make sure English is very easy. Okay, so try to attempt English, okay, without any fear. But vocabulary part, right, if any question is from vocabulary part you can ignore, but if any question is from passage or analogy, okay, where you find positive and negative antonym synonym, right, and fill in the blanks, right, so you should be able to do. So revise English, basic English as well, okay. And thank you so much for today. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.